Welcome to The Mental Fight, a safe place to ignite hope and peace, where we talk all about authentic feelings, even in the depths of life's curveballs. I am passionate about emotional and spiritual health. Regardless of the season you are in, you are worthy, safe, heard, and loved. Together and with God, we can overcome and embrace our next joyful steps, one day at a time. Let's get started. Hey, friend. Today we're going to talk about something really important, and that's the lies that we tell ourselves in our heads. The lies we tell ourselves can be ingrained. These lies can be the result of words that were once said to us, or words that may have been told to us all the time. Perhaps we were only told certain names or words once or twice in our lives, but maybe they stuck with us for a lifetime. Words that became second nature, or perhaps the voices of others, they became our go to inner voice, the voice in our heads. These lies, they can stem from our own anxieties, insecurities, and traumas. They affect how we view the world, view people, and how we view ourselves. Now, if this all resonates, first off, I am so sorry. I am here with you in your pain, suffering, and loss. Because the lies, they prevent us from living life. They prevent us from being ourselves. They keep us from showing up and growing. This behavior stunts our abilities and our capabilities. But I think the worst thing of all is the lies in our heads. They prevent us from understanding, believing, and using our gifts. They keep us from believing that we have any gifts at all. And it's not a stretch to say that the lies kill our desires. The lies may repeat until we can no longer continue the cycle. Or maybe we have a serious wake up call. We may experience decades of unhealthy patterns or relationships. Maybe we finally hit a breaking point and we have no choice but to heal, grow, and move forward until we finally have the courage and will to say no more. I often wonder what my life would be like if I didn't believe the lies for so long. How easier my life would be. How many years I wouldn't have wasted, or how much confidence I'd had sooner. But I also think how much further I'd be in life. I'd free my mind with ease and live abundantly, or have a completely different relationship with everybody around me. But then I quickly become grateful because I believe that there were many lessons I had to learn and overcome to get to where I'm at today. And everything happened as it was supposed to, including meeting my husband, all my quote unquote failures and health and healing journey, and everything I planned in my own timeline. Because my timeline and God's timeline never meshed up. Never. But I am so grateful because I now see that I have deep empathy for others. But I sure wish I didn't believe the lies for so long, letting them marinate in my head every day for so many years. But the good news is that we don't have to accept or believe the lies any longer. We don't have to highlight our weaknesses every chance we get or the lies about ourselves. We can live a little bit better, breathe a little bit easier, and love a little bit harder. Now, here's the true nugget of hope. If we can remember the horrible, evil lies in our heads, we can also remember and implement the good. And just because someone told us something, it doesn't make it factually true. For sure, we all have weaknesses in life, but we also have strengths. We have the choice to surround ourselves with positive, uplifting people. And we also have the choice to implement boundaries to protect our mental health and well being. And once we can admit that to ourselves, instead of feeding ourselves into destruction, we can take our next steps and break free. I think I said this on a previous Instagram post. When you have boundaries, you say yes to your mind and your body, which is so true. And I can't say that enough. But it's so easy to get stuck in a cycle of self loathing when we're already down, when we're already traumatized, and when we believe the lies. And that can quickly turn into despising everything about ourselves. Now, how is that right? How is that fair? And is that what God says about ourselves? He doesn't despise you. He doesn't want that for you. And he certainly doesn't believe all the negative talk or lies. And it's okay to doubt yourself sometimes. It's okay to question, but there needs to be a balance. And we deserve to have more freedom. We can focus on our gifts and we can flip every flaw. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I've done in the past is write down every negative thought or lie, even if it's pages long, even if it takes you all day. But take all the time you need and flip every flaw into the truth, or better yet, God's truth and what He says. So I really encourage you to do the same in your own life. It can help, or at least start to help. Psalm 51:10 says, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." I pray that your heart and your mind renews each day. I hope as the negative thoughts strip away, you're reminded that you're loved, cared for, and valued in this world. Even if you don't always see it, hear it, or feel it, I pray confidence starts to exude from your veins and you silence the noise that's been stirring in your head for so many years. Because the lies in our heads don't have to continue. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If this encouraged you, I'd be so grateful for a rating or review. Until next time, have a wonderful week.